Yes, sir.
I'm Ted Govan, and Ann and I have our family care providers. I think I was at the same...
Are you okay being
Yes,
recorded?
of course.
Okay.
We were at the same meeting that the Cypresses were at, and I too talked to the fellow afterwards, and they were explaining their new methods to arrive at these rates. And I said to him, I said, you know, it sounds like we don't have a choice what these rates are. And his answer to me, and I told him I was going to quote him, was, you have a choice. You have choices. You can either accept it or not accept it. That was literally what he said, and I'll give you his name afterwards.
Well, I know that that's been one of the central points that ROC has litigated over, is whether rate cut to a provider results in a change that can be appealed. And you have to at this point in time frame it in terms of, this is the effect it's going to have on the person's outcomes, and that's either acceptable or not acceptable to the guardians involved and the people themselves who are involved. Now, if you say, I'm sorry, in your take it or leave it choice-making process, I'm going to leave it, and I can't operate as an adult family home provider anymore, and that's going to have this effect on these people, and they're going to have to move from the place that they've always lived. That then perhaps can set up a decision that is appealable, because they're going to have to move. And I would like ROC to take it from there.
Yeah, well, and let me just say a couple of things. There's, we've heard rumors about MCOs all across the state getting out memos about providers better not be going to guardians and telling them what's going on behind the scenes and whatever. When it gets to the point where you are likely to be issuing a discharge notice and saying goodbye to one or perhaps all of your residents, I think the guardians have a right to know at that point, and probably have a right to know about it when things are looking bad in the negotiations, not the day you do the notice of discharge. And what would the whole world think of you if you had a mold problem, an asbestos problem, a disease problem, and you said, I'm not going to tell the guardians about it, we're going to keep it under the rug? Okay? So there's certain things that rise to the level where guardians have a right to know what's going on in your group home that could affect their loved one. That's one way to look at it. The other way to look at it is, you have to answer the question that a guardian asks you about what's going on. And so, fine, if they're scared to make the call and tell you things are really looking bad in the negotiations, guardians make the call, find out, you know, your ward, if you're a corporate guardian, you got 8 wards, go down the list, and danger zone, not danger zone, in the clear, because I think you need to know that. Do we have to hear?
Yes.
I just want to say, I'm Jennifer Barrett. I'm a director for REM Wisconsin.
You okay being video recorded?
I am okay being videoed. We've had to make some of these tough decisions, and we've had some phenomenal guardians, a lot of which I see in this room today, and it makes me very proud. Without the guardians, we couldn't have made it. It is crucial that you are at your team meetings. It is crucial that you advocate for your people. A good provider will support you and will help you through that process 100%. So I just want to commend the guardians for the hard work that they have put in. It's been a long year, and so